Take down the overlay, Joe. That really helps. Good evening, folks. It is Wednesday night. It is time for the Burning His Yarn. Tonight, we are actually without Dawn tonight. You guys already saw that in the chat. Um, so hopefully her back is feeling better soon. Her computer, she was on the fence about trying to do the show. Her computer made the decision for her. So I will be the one reading the comments tonight. Um, but with me, as always, we have Trey.
Hello, hello.
And we have her workspace. And we have the print that I've had going for, according to this, 11 hours, 34 minutes, and 8 seconds. Um, this is a toilet paper protector because our little chaos goblin, who will probably make an appearance on camera at some point when he's done trying to drink my wife's vodka.
Oh, now he's just trying to knock over everything over here. So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I will be reading the comments, and once this print finishes, which it should hopefully finish before the end of the show, there is a second piece I have to print that shouldn't take nearly as long. It's basically the cap piece for it, so we're hoping that this will end up saving us money, because while toilet paper is getting expensive, it is still not as expensive as just going to the bank and getting stacks of dollar bills to use. So
Yeah.
But we're getting there. As always, we will have the music of Mr. Dan Hollifield playing in the background. We're going to play from the Displaced Detective Suite tonight, because that is the top list of tracks, and I don't, feel like counting.
So I'm not going to lie, it might be a very interesting night because I remember during the intro music that to crochet, I needed a crochet hook. So it,
And with that, folks, we're just going to run the end credits, and you have a good night. No.
so I might be able to count to 4 tonight. I might not even be able to count to 4 tonight. Who knows? Go on this journey with us.
Yep. We'll see how this goes, and we will get into the comments here. And first to the door tonight, we got Aunt Donna here. 30 minutes. Yes, 30-minute warning. I think I got down here shortly before that.
We got here about quarter after.
Yeah. And we got Foxy asking, is now too early? And Donna telling her no. No, it's never too early to start in our chat. Go ahead and start whatever you want. We'll get through the comments. I won't speed read and like Dawn does, but we'll get through the comments.
They'll show up as soon as it's registered on YouTube.
What's that?
They'll start showing up as soon as it's registered on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, the next Monday's show, I won't have to read the comments. So, and we got Trey posting tonight's pattern: Return of the Peep.
It is a commission for a thesis.
And we got Foxy saying peeps. And we have Michaela joining us tonight. Good evening, Michaela.
Hey.
And Foxy says never was a fan of crunchy marshmallows.
They're actually supposed to be microwave.
What's that?
They're actually supposed to be microwave.
Yeah, you say that like that actually is going to still make them good. I can't get into them.
And they're like s'mores.
Yeah, made with the cheapest marshmallows ever. Like, I don't even think they're actually marshmallows, in all honesty. And we got Foxy greeting Michaela, and Donna greeting Trey and Michaela. And Michaela says, I love Peeps. I don't know why, and I can only ever eat like 1 or 2, but they were a sugar buzz. Yeah, they are sugar buzz.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't even stomach 1, and I don't know if it's because I know that some of the ones that are probably still on the shelves to this day were, packaged the year I was born. I can't. I can't. Fox says, I'll take one if offered to be polite, but mostly I avoid them. I will take one if offered to be polite and pass it to my wife.
My sister specifically will buy packs of them for me.
And we got Carl saying, hello ladies, I'll be kind to Dawn and not talk too much for a few minutes. Few more minutes. Wow. Maybe I need to do like her and speed read, and everything will just flow out naturally. We got Donna greeting the Witzman dude. And Fox said we waited until only half an hour before, which is good. I've seen you guys start, an hour or an hour and a half before on some shows, so it is appreciated. And we got Carl laughing. Carl says, I just got off a video about the World Radio TV Handbook, which kept me busy until now. They tried to list most of the TV and radio stations around the world.
Oh,
Useful for shortwave listeners. That's interesting.
that's cool.
And Fox says, I almost started an hour till, but I was nice.
Oh, goodness.
It is appreciated. Carl says, but the print copy is $50, so I might wait for the ebook. 800 pages.
Dang.
Wow.
I did not realize there were enough for that.
Well, if it's doing all the TV and radio stations around the world, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially if they're listing all the locals. And Michaela tosses a peep at Carl and bounces off his head just before ducking behind the couch. Food fight! And before I bring up the next comment, we're just gonna whip this out right here.
Unrecorded?
Yep, we're just whipping it out right here.
Oh my.
Carl feels no, I'm sticky.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And Michaela says, ew. At 800 pages, it's almost as long as the Michaela Jade novel. And Michaela says, hey, I like big books, and never mind. And Carl's smiling. Michaela, 1-800, how big is too big? We're just going to leave this up in the top corner of the screen now. Carl says, the longest book I ever read was Neil Stephenson's Cryptonomicon. I saved it until I had the flu and was stuck in bed for days. 1,168 pages.
Nice.
And that is quite long, Foxy. I got the green room thing up in the corner. I might as well just make the comments.
Right.
And we got Foxy saying, hey, Sarah. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped over Sarah's comment. Sarah's saying, hey, hi, guys.
Hey.
And we got greetings. And Carl says it was, but I was so sick that I stayed in bed for days. And we got more greetings. Fox says, last time I was that sick, I did a movie marathon.
Oh, you can do.
Normally, if I'm sick, I ain't doing anything. And my wife can attest to that.
Yeah, if you're that sick, it's bad.
And Sarah's greeting the Dark Pope. And we got more greetings and greetings. And Carl says, I would take my copy to BKM to read, but it might be over his weight limit to lift right now. Yeah.
Probably.
And Sarah says, probably 10 pounds max. Yeah, that's going to be pushing it. Especially if it's a hardback book. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Carl says, Foxy, I don't have a TV in my bedroom, so it was read or nothing. I think this was before YouTube was big. That makes sense. And we have Dawn saying, hey guys, taking the night off. My back is acting up big time. I actually was talking with Joe and Trey when my computer locked up. I was on the fence about if I could make it through, but it was decided for me. And it'd probably help if I click on that comment so it comes up on screen. Yeah, take care of yourself tonight, Dawn. I've got this.
Rest and get better.
Carl says, oh, poor darn Dawn, get some rest. Yes. And Fox says, oh no, hope you feel better soon. And Dawn is saying, get better, Dawn. And Sarah says, youch. Foxy, I'd offer you some puppy loves, but he might squash you the wrong way. Yeah. Yeah, that I mean, depends on how it pops. It might help.
Sure.
And a wild rich has appeared.
Oh,
you're muted. You know, it's funny. The two IT guys are the two that seem to have the most issues.
Because we spend so much time helping other people with their issues.
And we got Pops over on the Madness Entertainment Group. If you'd like to bring your show, to the Madness Entertainment Group, book a spot or become a sponsor, please contact us at Madness Comic on X, Pops Van Zant on Facebook, or pops at themeg.tv. And he's saying, hey yo to everybody. And does Rich have audio?
Testing. Can you hear me now?
There you are.
Good test.
The reason we have so many issues is because we have so many damn cameras. We don't know what the audio's picking up at what point in time. And what's the switches between what?
Yeah, you guys have more wires to mess up.
I only got a few wires over here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just because it looks worse than a rat's nest. And
we can verify that because I've seen Ivan's nest. Pretty tidy.
Whistles innocently as I push the mound of cables, out of view.
There's a reason why my two cameras face the way they do, or three cameras rather. Because I've got the camera on the Mac. I got the camera on the Mac. I got the 3D printer camera. I got the camera on the other computer, and my little overhead one here. Which, you know what? I wonder if that actually shows any of my rat's nests, just out of curiosity. Nope, not really. You can see my two cords right there, but that's it.
We have one here.
And
that's awesome, Rich.
Probably switch to this layout. We'll pull Richie up here first.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Carl says there's a right way to get squashed. Nope, not the green room.
Some people pay for it.
Yes,
true.
Crow and I have matching buttons.
Nice. Awesome. And Fox says, oh yes, a good back massage, then a few good cracks. Yes. And Don says, I think the weather ups and downs finally did me in. Luckily, my massage is tomorrow.
Good.
Yep. Yeah, and the weather ups and downs seem to be affecting a lot of different people right now.
Yeah.
So, and Carl says, and here we go, off the rails. And you know what I say to that?
When did we have rails installed?
Oh, we took them out a long time ago.
There it is. Yeah, Donna's asking there were rails. Yeah, there's no. We start off. I'm not even going to say on the rails. We're on like a well-worn dirt path.
You're giving us that much?
And we start off, on the rails because we have the intro, and then as soon as I start talking, it's just out the window.
I can't count to 6 today, guys.
Well, a well-worn dirt path, probably is the best way to explain it. Considering, it's something well-traveled. We're there all the time, and after spending just a couple of minutes of it, or a couple of minutes dealing with it, you're filthy as all get out.
True. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We are a mudding trail.
Oh, and I forgot to mention earlier with the music, the
wrong kind of muddy.
Displaced Detective Suite is based off a novel written by Stephanie Osborne. And you can find Dan's and Stephanie's links on indiecd.org at the links that I just posted into the chat.
All right. I just realized I was doing stuff off screen, so let's do here so that y'all aren't staring at Little Richie and you can see what the hell I'm doing.
And Carl says, my back was bad this morning thanks to the kidney, but things are on the move, out of the kidney now. Fun.
Ooh.
Well, Carl, as they say, this too shall pass. It may pass like a kidney stone. But it shall pass. And Blade is joining us. Good evening, all. Good evening, Bladed. How you doing tonight, brother? And we got greetings. And Fox says, there he is. And greetings from Donna. And Foxy says, I think it's a week for back pain. I know mine's giving me fits too. I hope we all feel better soon.
Yeah.
And Carl has good news for everybody. He just got the message, got it a little over 20 minutes ago. BKM is home.
Yes. Good.
And home, not in an urn.
Yeah. And Foxy's saying, oh, that's good. Donna says that's great. And Foxy has something on her dresser that is squeaking.
Good night.
It could be a low battery warning. It could be many other things. WD-40 can fix squeaking. Anyway, Carl says if he gets a little bell to ring for Cookie, we'll take him back to the doctor to remove that bell. Yeah. Yeah, only it won't be a heart doctor.
But if you involve other kind of lubricants, it might involve more squeaking.
This is true too. And Carl says, that's a little scary, Foxy. And Foxy's laughing at Carl's comments, saying, I bet. And Sarah's doing some arting, creating, experimenting this evening. More body doubling. Same project as this morning.
Nice.
And Donna's doing our jobs for us. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Yes, please do like, share, hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell, so it lets you know when we're on. We're here every Monday and Wednesday night. Richie is on here he's on his channel, Rich Asplund Jr. on YouTube. Blade is on Saturday nights on his channel, Bladed Thesis, for the Tea House. And then, of course, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, you have Nevermind the Furthermore, that airs both on this channel and on Nick Talker's channel. Please do go watch it on Nick's channel, because that's where most of the folks are at to chat with. And Friday nights, we have the Historical Fencing Guild that airs on this channel and also on the Historical Fencing Guild channel. Which, again, watch it on the HFG channel. That way you get to see, the comments more in real time. And Blade says, I'm being creative too, doing some Lunar New Year calligraphy.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh, if you're Bladed, if you're working on that still, bud, and you have your overhead camera set up, hop into the stream if you want. I don't have to send you the link. You an admin. And we got Donna greeting me. And Sarah says, whip self just liked.
Oh my.
The floggings shall continue until morale improves.
Floggings will continue even after morale improves.
That's just because you like the floggings.
Heck yeah. I mean, what?
We don't king shame, we make king question, though. And Ruby's here with us tonight. Good evening, Ruby. How you doing tonight?
Hey, Ruby.
And Donna's saying hi again to Trey.
Hello.
And Foxy drops like on toe, then kicks it in. Goal! And we got greetings from Carl to me, Trey, and Ruby. And we got Bloodline Josh Parrott. Oh, go ahead.
If you can't score one way, score any way you can.
Amen. And we got Bloodline Josh Perry over on the Madness Entertainment Group. Good evening, Josh. Hope you're doing well tonight, bud.
Hey, Josh.
Howdy, howdy.
And Blade says Trey can only count to 4.
We're gonna try. We're trying tonight. We're trying. We got stitch markers, so.
And Bloodline Josh Perry's asking who all's online. Well, it is myself. Rich is doing chainmail, and Trey is working on a crochet project. She's making peeps tonight.
I have stitch markers too.
And I'm just running my 3D print camera for the toilet paper protector.
A guard for toilet paper against kitty invasions.
Yep.
Funny thing is, Rich.
Oh, hold on, Rich.
They are very, very well priced on Amazon.
Yep. And if I lose them, oh well. Always
pricing some magnetic findings to put in on any bracelets or necklaces a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually better priced than I thought they'd be.
Yeah, I got a whole kit off of Amazon for when I actually decided to do wood burning. Of a heavy-duty assortment of... I should put yourself up big. Of hangers.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, there we go. If I hold it like that, you can actually see what's in there. Yeah, it's got all different sizes, so this little kit's actually come in real handy. That's what happened to that box. Anyway. Let's go back over here to Rich, see what he's doing. And Josh says he's from Gallup, New Mexico. Well, hopefully the weather is nice and warm down there in Gallup. I'm not sure what part of the state that's in, but...
It's just past Trot. I'm a father, the grandfather. I get to make dad jokes.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was going to say, I can't even kick you out because you have ops. You can just come right back in.
Walking home. I'm walking home.
And we got Donna greeting Ruby, and we got Nick Talker with us here tonight. Good evening, Nick.
Hey.
And Fox is greeting Nick, and we got greetings and greetings and greetings. And Fox says, I agree with Joe, they are kind of gross. Yeah, the going back to the peeps thing.
I'm gonna microwave them.
Misty is addicted to them.
The only thing I should have to microwave is a frozen burrito or leftover food. And granted, Peeps count as leftover food because, like I said earlier, and I stand by this statement, I'm fairly certain some of those that are on the shelves were packaged before the year I was born.
Okay, this is coming from the man that eats candy corn.
Candy corn is good.
Candy corn, it's still from the first Thanksgiving.
They make it with honey so it won't spoil.
Candy corn is the tribble of candy.
Oh, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, it's like you get some, you thought you ate it all, 2 months later, it's like, why is there still a half full bag in my kitchen? I know why there's a half full bag in my kitchen, because Misty loves this stuff, but...
See, now there wouldn't be a question, because, yeah, it doesn't survive with me.
I don't like it. It tastes like wax. And the texture, it's like chalky wax, and I don't understand it.
Blade says I can eat Peeps, especially the watermelon ones. What I cannot do is eat Palmer's chocolate. That stuff just tastes bad.
Okay, there's cheap chocolate, and then there's just bad cheap chocolate.
Yeah.
They make a Terry's Orange bar. Like the Terry's Orange that you whack, and it's got little segments.
Yeah.
I saw a bar of it. It was at Meijer. Yeah. So.
Of course it'd be at Meijer.
Yeah.
Meijer or Oli. It has to be one of those two.
Well, we shop at Meijer, so.
Well, they're the ones that I always find the Terry Orange products at. So.
Big Lots used to have.
They have a Peeps out there that is a Peeps up on top, but the bottom is I want to say I think it was a Butterfinger. And then I think there was one other candy type that it had that same weird amalgamation, and the other one was s'mores. I think there's a Butterfingers one and a s'mores one.
Ooh.
Keep talking dirty to me now.
Right? Like, we already ate dinner, but I'm going to find these things.
Great. Poison's going through my head now. Did it to me.
Donna says she used to buy them for decoration.
Yeah.
And Nick says this anti-Peep statement is villainy.
Yep.
And I'm with Foxy, cackles maniacally. Blade says I wanted a Peep for my mother's birthday in March. She loves Peeps. And that's what Trey's working on.
Yep. Well, we've got the 2 ears finished.
Nice.
Figure out these directions.
And we are about half hour into the show, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break here and play a couple of ads, and we will be back in just a couple minutes, folks. And with Grant's Kickstarter going, we're going to throw on the ad for Grindel's Curse.
Finally, it's time for the follow-up to the hit modern fantasy comic book, Beowulf. Victor, the reincarnation of the legendary warrior Beowulf, is plagued by visions of his ancestor facing off against his most infamous rivals, Grendel and Grendel's mother. Victor, with his lovable sidekick and spirit guide Moony the cat with magic powers, must reevaluate everything they've come to believe in this epic adventure. Were Grendel and Grendel's mother actually the monsters they were portrayed as in storybooks? Could somebody be using dark magic in an attempt to resurrect Grendel and his mother in a petty act of revenge? For the answers to these mysteries, plus plenty of action, humour and magic, check out Beowulf, Grendel's Curse. This is a 3-issue miniseries, with each issue being over 30 pages. Get it now, for a limited time, on Kickstarter.
And with that, we're going to hop into track number 3, Meditations of a Displaced Detective. That one's going to put me to sleep tonight. I take that back. We're going to do track number 8, Tesseract. How'd that show back up? Oh, that's been there. Should it be there? What's wrong, Trey?
My brain. It's not braining. Well, first there's stitches from first year.
There we go.
Lying around.
Don says, if things are flowing out naturally, you probably don't need peeps. You okay?
Yep, I'm good. Don't mind me.
Okay. I just heard like a screech of some sort.
That was the sudden screech of understanding.
Ah. And Carl says, I wonder where Dan is.
Well, hopefully he's not sick again.
Yeah. And we got Carl greeting Nick, and Makaya says, good question, Carl. Foxy says, I guess somewhere in the south. That's a safe bet. It's a safe bet.
Fox.
Now, I know some folks that, they grew up in good old Mississippi and places down south like that where they put hot sauce on damn near everything. I wonder if there's anyone in the South that puts hot sauce on Peeps. Which also makes me wonder that what would happen if you made Frank's hot sauce flavored Peeps as a novelty?
I'd almost actually have to try that.
Right.
I would too, sadly.
Now I'm wondering if Angry Monkey or Vomit would be good on them.
Now I know there's I think it's a candy shop in Vegas that has certain things that you have to sign a waiver in order to even test before you buy and stuff like that. So I wonder if they have any Peeps themed hot sauce.
Huh. I don't know, but I don't know why that's intriguing to me. Probably because I've just been on a hot sauce kick for so long now.
Well, sweet and heat really do pair well together.
They do.
Truth.
Which, why I'm kind of wondering if something other than like a Tabasco type sauce would actually be better, like going with an actual buffalo or
that's what I was kind of thinking is something that's more geared for wings or something like that. That's part barbecue excuse me, part barbecue sauce, part hot sauce kind of a thing.
Yeah. Oh, Michaela's off to bed. 3 a.m. comes early around here. Yes, 3 a.m. comes early no matter what time zone you're in.
Uh-huh.
And Carl says, I hope they aren't sick again. Yeah, I hope Dan isn't sick.
Yeah.
And Carl says, oh, Michaela, sleep well. And Fox is saying bye to Michaela. And Fox says, IT guys having issues. It's karma. It probably is karma for all the times that people have called me with issues. You know, walked into the room, they go to replicate said issue, and it works perfectly fine.
Right.
I can't have that placebo effect, you know, on my own stuff, apparently.
Not allowed. I was gonna say, I'm sewing stuff together, so maybe not indignate me.
Okay. No, we're going to throw it over to the 3D printer for a second. And Sarah says, making plain wooden trinket box look Victorian antique. Experiments of the day. So far, so good. Taking way longer than expected, but nice.
That sounds
Yeah,
cool.
I can't imagine turning something antique would be a quick process. And Donna says, maybe if he wasn't playing WoW on the other monitor. Talking to Rich.
Actually, I haven't gotten into WoW in probably a week or so. Although this weekend I'll probably be playing a lot of it to get Misty caught up in Plunderstorm.
I'll smile and nod, like I know what that means, because I'm sure it means
It's a limited. It's a limited time event where you can earn a special currency in game to buy, special, pets and mounts and cosmetics and stuff like that. So.
Yep.
But it's very PvP oriented. It's basically
Oh, yeah.
You got your Fortnite on my World of Warcraft.
Yep.
And I'm okay at it and able to earn the plunder and stuff like that because I'm pretty good at running away like a little bitch. So I've already earned everything that I didn't earn, or everything for this year, because I had already earned everything for last year, and so did Misty. So it's because it's PvP based, and it just gives her horrible anxiety. So
Yeah. Yeah, I hated the PvP stuff.
and I'm like, screw it, and we'll just day drink while I'm playing it. If I have no fucks left to give, then everything's good to go.
So apparently Nick was here when we were talking about IT guys having the most issues. He's threatening us with his Nick field.
Okay, Nick is an anomaly. We all know this.
And we got Kitty here tonight. Good evening,
Hey.
Kitty. Says, hey all, had to grab some Chinese for dinner, so I'm a little late.
All good.
And Foxy asking Nick, trying to blow things up. And Sarah's greeting Pops. And Blaze says, what's that? Boom.
I am redneck enough. I do not need help blowing stuff up.
Amen. And we got Sarah greeting Nick and Kitty. And Fox says that button is adorkable.
Yes.
And we got greetings to Kitty, and we got the link to Dan Hollifield. And the link to Stephanie Osborne. And Kitty has a question for you, Rich. Is Little Richie different from Little Richard? Keep in mind, Xander might be watching.
I've never known Little Richie to be able to carry a tune.
And Fox says, I think the squeak is my lamp vibrating from the fan. Just needs to be poked a few times.
That'll do it.
Get out of my head, Rich. Don't make me tap the little sign up here in the corner of the screen.
No, that needs the full on.
And Bladed singing, keep a knocking because you can't come in. Carl says, Sarah, would some cigar boxes to paint be good? I'll save some. Some of those wooden cigar boxes actually might not be a bad thing to turn into like a antique trinket box. And Ruby says, I'm guessing that's some music joke. And Blade is responding with it. Indeed it is, Ruby. Little Richard was a fairly famous musician in the 50s to the 90s. I didn't realize he was all the way through to the 90s.
I think he was on Blues Brothers.
Huh.
No, that was...
Did he pass? Did he pass? I don't remember.
Let's see. May 9th, 2020. He was 87 years old.
Yeah, it's... I want to say that, you know, even in the 2000s, he was still pretty prolific.
Fox says, be careful with the magnetic things. They often aren't very strong and are easy to separate.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting a small batch and testing.
Yeah, I wish the magnets for my light on my truck weren't so good. I'd like to be able to take it off and go through the car wash, but I might just have to suck it up, Buttercup, and go through the car wash with it on top and just pray that it still holds. Which I'm pretty sure it will, because it's not just suction cup to the top. Each leg has 6 earth magnets in it.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. It's not coming off.
It's you know, what you do, yeah. They want to make sure that stays in place.
Yeah. And I did go through when I still had the Dodge Ram. Normally I would pop the lights off and then take it through the car wash. And there was one time I had forgotten to do that, and I just happened to look over my shoulder to see if something was in the back seat that I was looking for, and I noticed the wire running down past the back window and went, oh crap. Whoops. Well, I'm halfway through the wash now. We're gonna have to see if this thing holds. It didn't budge. But I know every time I took it off the top of that truck, it sounded like I was gonna rip the roof off. Because you would actually hear the metal popping as I'm trying to yank this thing off.
Yeah, I mean, that much magnetic force.
Which makes me a little leery of doing that to this Jeep Compass, because I may peel the thing back like a aluminum can. And once you're done counting, dear, tell the class how many fingers you used. Kitty says, sometimes I forget how behind you are on things, Ruby. And Dawn says, candy corn plus peanuts equals yummy. That I don't... I don't know.
If we're talking about like regular peanuts, that sounds like it might actually work fairly well. Because again, you know, basically, something slightly different than a honey roast. If you're talking circus peanuts, then you are a cruel and sick bitch.
Actually, I was thinking the like some of the hot, like buffalo flavored peanuts.
Oh,
That might be good because then again the sweet and spicy
yeah.
kind of playing off each other. And how many fingers did you use stuff?
It was 1 finger per ear. That is your stuffing, your fingers for stuffing.
Foxy says candy corn is flavored crayons.
Yep.
I wonder if Josh likes those.
I need to see what.
Or not Josh. John.
Yeah. I need to see what Hudson thinks about candy corn.
And he's a Marine, so.
My nephew has separated himself from the Marine Corps, but because once a Marine, always a Marine. But I'm half tempted to get a bunch of candy corn, melt them down, and find crayon molds and.
Yeah, Steph found edible crayons and gave them to him one year for Christmas. It was the same year that I gave him the crayon plushie.
Yeah.
There was a definite theme that year. Poor guy.
If you find out if John likes candy corn or not, we might have to steal Richie's idea.
Oh, yeah.
Even if we gotta, like, just get a whole bag of just straight, like, regular, like, the candy corn kernels itself, and then chop the white off, chop the orange off, like, section it out.
Oh, separate them.
So you can make a yellow, you can make an orange, and then with the white you could add food colorings.
Any of them you can add food coloring.
True.
Food coloring, yeah. If it's not turning the color you want, add like 2 more drops.
Yeah.
And then everything will be that color. People just passing through the room, their urine and stool will be that color for a week, and they'll be like, "How?" Because you're in the room with the food coloring.
Looks like glitter.
But you have to long game that. You got to make the joke about crayon eating, and then just go, "What color is your favorite?"
I know
or what color tastes best, and as soon as they do that, then you long game and you make your crayons.
Ooh, this thing is finally done.
Ooh. Oodle.
So I'm going to read this comment, and I'm going to go grab that off the printer and get it reconnected to the Wi-Fi so I can start the next part of this print. But Blade says candy corn is good too, and yesterday they make a Terry orange bar, and when I saw it, I grabbed one. The sections are even shaped like orange slices. It was awesome. So let me go grab this real quick. Yeah. Tell this thing to their settings, network. I don't know why you disconnected. You shouldn't have. And they give you the world's smallest keyboard on this thing to try and type in a network password with.
Use a stylus.
I don't even think my Apple Pencil had that much of a point on it.
Fair enough.
At the green room. At the green room. At the green room.
And there's the inside.
Oh, yeah.
we'll get this thing prepped. The next print here. And I need my little blower here.
Nah. Blows. No, Rich, I'm not going downstairs. Oh, wait. Not the green room.
Joe, I think the proper name for individuals in that occupation is fluffer.
Pretty fluffball.
Could it be Fluffer Nutter?
Well, if they're going that far, then, you know, maybe, you know, well, then again,
Oh,
do that a couple of times and you'll last longer. Yeah, okay.
there goes our PG rating.
Like we had one to begin with.
Right.
Oh, crap. What was the name of this thing? There it is.
That much peanut butter and marshmallow fluff together in a sandwich or in a cookie, you know, you're going to have a lot of sugar, so you're going to be just bouncing off the walls and going for a very long time.
2 hours and 20 minutes for this little bitty thing? Good lord.
Dang.
I think when they set up the file for this one, they like really dropped the print speeds.
Oh.
All right, so that is going. And yeah, I'm just going to leave that recording going. And actually, you know what? No, we're going to stop the recording. Because I'm not going to try and be down here for 2.5 hours to shut off said recording.
Oh, come on. Just leave it go.
Let's see.
It'll be fine.
I'd rather not fill up the brand new hard drive I just put in this Mac.
It'll be fine.
I'm almost afraid to know. Actually, I wonder
Also,
how much space did that video just take up? Let's see. Get info. Oh. 12-hour video. That was only just shy of 15 gigs. That's going to be fun to convert. We're about an hour in. So I'm going to play the ad for the Madness Entertainment Group, since they've been kind enough to let us come onto their channel to stream. And that'll give Trey a chance to really crack her wrists.
thank you.
Yep. So we will be back in a little over 3 minutes, folks. Stick around and see you on the other side.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends, catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends, catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey!
All right, we are back, and I will get back in the comments here in a second. All right, there we go. Anyway, let's see, media assets. Let's play. You know what? We're going to jump albums here. We are going to play from the second helping album, which is the third album down. I remember to actually look at that for once. And we're going to play number 4, Vortex Manipulator.
What'd you call me?
Nothing that I can repeat on a recorded stream. Okay, so we are back into the comments here, and Nick said, as soon as I get back to, oh, nope, that's the wrong way. There it is. Nick says, how can anyone speak ill of Palmer's chocolate? And Fox is going, bleh. And Donna says,
that's the Easter chocolate that is like more wax than anything else, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The only chocolate I can't eat are the chocolate Easter bunnies that are not solid milk chocolate. If they're that hollow in the center, it makes me sick every time. So Donna says Terry's orange is good, but I also like the raspberry.
Oh, I haven't seen those in so long. Those
Yeah.
are so good.
And we got the link to Amy Hale's indie CD page. And Nick says candy corn is a cousin of mellow cream pumpkins, which are heavenly. Yes, they are.
You guys can you guys can keep them.
Mallow cream pumpkins are just candy corn cosplaying.
You guys
I'll
can keep
accept
them.
We got a link to Grant Lankard's page. You can find the link to his Kickstarter on there because I don't have it handy. Otherwise, I would have posted it. But go to his Indie CD page and you'll be able to find it from there. Bladed saying, let me finish my dinner, and if you are still on, I will see about setting up my camera. Oh, we are still here, and I'm a half hour behind on comments. Blade says, the sudden screech of understanding, and is laughing.
Yeah.
And Ruby says, forgive me for a stupid question, but what is a peep? There's no stupid questions on this show. Couple, stupid people. Well, just one on camera.
Hey,
happens to be at the top of the screen right now.
Me.
I said happens to be at the top of the screen right now.
Oh, okay. Only count to 4. But I don't know. Do you guys even have them in Canada? We'll have to ask that.
Hold on. I can ask a Canadian.
Oh, is Sisters of the Hook on too?
Yep.
Yeah.
I still have their stream pull up on the other monitor here.
It's not a stupid question. You guys are in another country. You might not even have them in your area.
There are only 2 stupid questions that exist in reality ever. The first is the one that is not asked because how can I fix something for you if you don't tell me it is fucking broken? Sorry, a little bit of a help desk PTSD there. And then the other is the one where the answer is not listened to. If you break your leg, you go to the doctor says, that ski trip you're planning on tomorrow, you can't go on it, and we got to put a cast on your leg. And you decide not to put a cast on your leg and go on the skiing trip anyway, you're a dumbass.
Especially if you ski on it, then.
Sorry. More help desk related trauma. If you're told it's broken, don't do it, and you do it anyway, and it breaks worse, do not bitch to me. I told you it was broken.
Okay. All right. Does this look centered, guys?
The one eye is a little lower than the other, but yeah.
But it's
one. So I think
honestly with peeps, they're never 100% centered to begin with.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're always kind of wonky.
And Sisters now this might be different because it might be different throughout different parts of Canada.
Yeah.
But Sisters of the Hook and Designed by Joe, which I know they're both in the same province together, of Canada, both said yes, they have seen the yellow peeps.
No. Only the yellow peeps, though?
That's the only ones that, that's the only one Sisters of the Hook says they think they've seen. Designed by Joe just said, yes, we have peeps.
Huh. So.
But again, that could be different, across their country. Let's see. Blaze says marshmallow and sugar-coated candy. They usually come out around Easter, but have been branching out into other holidays lately. This is true.
Yeah.
I've seen them as early as Valentine. Like, I've seen Valentine's Day peeps.
Yeah.
Or Valentine's themed.
I've seen Christmas themed. I've seen Halloween themed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not Thanksgiving themed.
Give it time. They'll have like a turkey peep.
I was just thinking that same thing, a turkey peep for Thanksgiving.
I'm not gonna lie, it would be kind of cute.
Right now, I'm wondering if the Hate Cheeto is demanding a peep be made of him.
I think that much orange food coloring would
That's illegal.
I can't say it would cause cancer, because in California any label you read
Everything causes cancer.
Right. So I'm pretty sure my sanding The sanding block have it. The little flavor shooters probably have it.
Technically, you're supposed to be wearing a respirator with your sanding block here.
Well,
Or
not
at least that.
not with this one.
Yeah. It's throwing particulates in the air here.
If I'm rubbing, I'm gonna stop with that statement right there before I just
And
dig myself a hole.
Since
We're
we're
gonna move
right
on.
there, we're up to 2 fingers now.
Okay. Yes, show them your stuffing method.
Yeah, the 2-finger method.
Stuff that
Hey.
paper.
It would be funny if one ear was brown and one was pink. But
Right now it's just 2 in the purple.
I kind of now want to develop a Hate Cheeto themed food source, and then just load it with laxatives, because you deal with it too much, it's just going to irritate the shit out of you.
Yep.
But make sure that it is clearly marked as such. Otherwise, people will sue you because you gave me ass cancer. No.
It's just flavored laxative. It tastes like Cheetos.
Let's see. Nick says a peep is a sugar-coated marshmallow candy sold around Easter primarily in the shape of a baby chicken.
Or bunny.
The chickens are bunnies. Yep.
They're usually stale.
Yeah.
They're very
Well,
seldom
that's because they were
fresh.
packaged before I was born.
They are better stale.
They are. They've got that crunch to them. They're very sugary. Very sugary.
Yeah, it's as soon as I start seeing them on the shelves, and they're probably already on the shelves, I just haven't been in the stores yet. I go ahead and stock up on them for Misty, because Misty loves them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Donna says, "Oh, Rich, I saw you come online a while ago." I'm guessing on WoW.
Wasn't aware I had an OnlyFans thing.
And Blade says, "I stay away from most PvP. There's a server in Nine Dragons that is entirely PvP, and I stay well away from that place." Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as fun.
There was an online game I used to play. It's called Guild Wars. And they, after the second expansion, they opened a PvP area. And I played, my character was a Mesmer monk. Monk being my secondary just for one healing power. That was it. And I was in this match, and my character was maxed out. I had very good armor and weapons on him, and had my skill tree set up to maximize the 3 core spells that I would cast. And I was royally pissing off this assassin. I'd see him coming, he'd just get into range, and I would cast a spell that the next spell that he did would cause damage and blindness. Well, I had played the assassin character on there, and their way, the proper way of playing was basically just keep tapping 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, because your 4 main skills were those 3 things, and you just
They chain perfectly.
They chain perfectly, and it would generally kill somebody fairly quickly. And so I'd cast that on him. He'd shadow step, which counted as a spell. He would take damage, go blind for 10 seconds, and as soon as he had appeared next to me, I'd cast another spell that would cause him to take damage every time he swung at me, whether he hit me or not. And then the final spell was one that just drained off HP over a set amount of time. And I kept killing him.
Gotta love the dots.
Well, then he brought over a second assassin with him. As he's knocking himself off, I use my remaining three or four skills to kill off the other assassin. It was we lost the match because the three of us ended up just going. He private messaged me. He's like, "Okay, just we're meeting off on the left side here. We're going to figure out how to kill you." All right. Went over there, and I just keep taking them both out. And then finally they brought a third one over, and that's when it was too much for my character to handle. And at the end of the match, he's like, you have to send me your skill set. He goes, I have never had a mesmerer give me that much trouble in PvP. All right. I sent him the skill set. He's like, you're not even using an elite tome on anything? No. Don't need to. There's my skill tree set up. He's like, oh, yeah, you have this, like, pretty much perfectly balanced. Because if you do manage to get a few hits, I can at least use the one healing skill I have as being a monk. He's like, yeah, I'm going to be having fun with this. I'm creating one of these characters, and I'm going to figure out how to beat it. All I'm saying is we just spent the last 20 minutes, beating the hell out of each other. Good luck. And we have Bladed here tonight.
Hey.
Hello.
We're going to bring him up to full screen here for a minute. What's the spell? Engorgio? Oh.
I am very much dog, so.
You are very much what?
I am dog. In my face. So this is very interesting trying to do this around him.
Oh, gotcha. Come back. Oh, crap. There we are. Okay. Thought I lost a comment. Woo. Dawn says if you tap it more than twice, you're playing with said sign. Tap, 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 tap. And Sarah says, oh, cool thought, Carl. And thanks so much. I'll be more skilled by then. Attaching skeleton key with gem in the middle of the key too, along with the key to the lock. I'm looking forward to seeing pictures of that.
Right.
We got Rich with some pretty silver and blue chain going here.
Oh, very nice.
It's turquoise, 16 16 gauge 1/4 inch from Chainmail Joe, and then 16 3/8 bright aluminum, which is the silver, again from Chainmail Joe.
Let's see, we got the 3D printer doing its thing. We got a dead peep on the desk of Trey.
It's not dead, it's coming to life. Look at it, it's adorable.
I'm not dead yet.
Thank you, thank you, Victor Frankenstein.
Blame.
Don says I'm already cruel and sick, and a bee at times. Says, and that's why we love you, Dawn. Don says, but just regular peanuts and candy corn tastes like a Pearson's nut roll.
Really?
Huh.
Never would have guessed
Victor
that.
Peepenstein, brings his peeps to life in the microwave.
And Don says, "Okay, you sick mofo's, it's a candy bar."
It sure is.
And Donna says, "Wasn't saying a thing, Dawn," and she's laughing. Sarah says, "Or you could just use the crayons of those colors sans food coloring."
Yeah.
Carl says, "I have a sweet charcoal on my lap and had a sleeping Callie in here, but he's roaming now."
Aw.
Fox says, "I have a dog begging for my orange chicken." I bet you do. And Figure Frame Studios is here. What's up? Hey, Figure Frame. I'm guessing you're over on Madness Entertainment Group's channel. Or at least you were. I know we're a little behind on comments, so we read them as they come in, or in order that they come in. And at any given point, we're anywhere from a couple minutes to, 45 minutes behind.
On a good night.
Yeah. Sarah says, "What gets me on Easter are the chocolate crosses. Nothing like eating a cross for Easter."
Okay, so those are great because you can break them apart and then dip them in peanut butter. Fantastic
Ooh.
for that. Oh, yeah,
They also have peanut butter filled ones.
they do.
I wonder how the filled ones would do for me.
Let's not chance that.
Oh, it's not like I'm going to eat it the night before we go down to
Let's not
Fisher's.
chance that at all.
Sarah says, "I don't think they thought that one out." Kitty says, "We have Peeps. She's just been really sheltered." Okay.
Fair enough.
And Fox says, "And dinner done and treat given." Sarah says, "When I worked at Big Lots, we had Big Peep throw pillows."
Aw, yeah.
And oh wow, I'm catching up on
Oh, yeah. Oh, you just
Comments.
screwed yourself.
it wouldn't be the first time. Dawn says, "I have 2 Peep stuffed bunnies. They're the best for when having extra pain. Their ears make the best stress balls."
Yes.
I can see that. Dawn says, "I have a Peep and a bunny made of chalk."
Oh,
And Sarah's saying, "Hey brother" to Bladen.
Hey, Sarah.
And Fox says, "Now I am dog time for tug of war." And the launch pad is here. Good evening, Zach. Greetings, Burnlings. And Foxy says, "Shiny." Sarah says, "Just winging this project, seeing what I can come up with. Never tried it before, just needed something to do that was artsy fartsy, and it created itself with me as its vessel. Bum knee needed something to do when I can't focus on anything else." Yeah. And Carl's greeting Zach, and TLP said this comment was left at 21:18 Eastern Time. 2018 for those in the correct time zone. Let's see how far behind they are. Haha, love you all. Not that far.
That fast.
About 2
only
minutes.
2 minutes. And Donna's greeting Zach. Sarah says, "I was very sheltered too, Ruby. I get it, and you're great." And we got greetings from Zach to Carl and Donna. And Sarah says, "I love to Ruby. I love that you're open to learning all sorts of things." And Don says, "Uh-oh, Zachy's here. I better behave now." Yes, the taco mom needs to,
Behave in front of the quesadilla kid.
Right.
Be a good influence.
Eh,
a good role model. That was what I was
good influence.
trying to articulate. Sarah says it takes a while. And Carl says, "For a change, Dawn?" Yep.
Oh, Lord.
And Zach said, "Not too bad, 2 minutes." And he's greeting the taco mom. She's greeting the quesadilla kid. And now Zach wants Taco Bell. You quiero Taco Bell.
I missed those commercials.
So here's the thing. If he's calling her Taco Mom, is he going for a Hannibal eating tacos kind of moment? Is he going for an Oedipus eating tacos kind of moment? I'm
And
going to help with that one.
While we're waiting for the question to that, or the answer to that question, Carl has a question for Thesis. What is Thesis writing?
So, I realized earlier today that I don't actually have any decorations for New Year. And instead of going and buying them because I'm poor and cheap, I decided to make some myself. So, this character, right here, is the character for happiness,
Okay.
which you usually see at weddings, but I'm trying to manifest good things for this year, despite, stuff that we're not going to talk about, but, And this one is the character for luck. We're trying to manifest happiness and luck for the new year.
Very nice. Let's see. Sarah says, went from just asking for some tramadol, doesn't have any opiates in it, to now referred to physical therapy. What just happened? No idea what happened to it. Weird. And Zach says, see. And yes. Don says, for those IndieCD members interested in having representation at IndieCD.com on March 8th in Fowler, Indiana, here's the form to fill out. Any questions? Ask me. And I suppose I should put the link with it. Yes, that does help. Just a little bit.
All right, Don. Why is the sky blue? Why is water wet? Why don't donkeys have gills?
And we have greetings from Thesis's pupper, apparently.
Oh, the pupper.
Zach says, when you need stuff for the table buy, I gotta send you my rocket.
With the detachable head.
Mm-hmm.
King Missile song is just coming to mind.
And Foxy says, Inigo's, I can never pronounce the name.
It's just indigo without the D.
Yep.
Indigo.
Yeah.
Inigo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Inigo says hi, and we got Carl greeting Inigo, and Dawn saying hi to Inigo. And Dawn says, okay, Zachy, that did make me laugh out loud.
For those that do not know who and or what King Missile is, after the stream, look up King Missile and Detachable and listen to the song. Sadly, it's playing in my head, and I'm trying not to pop along to it right now.
Zach says, saying, Dawn, you never answer on Monday if you want the big one or the small one. Not even in the green room would I touch that comment.
Hey.
And Sarah says, my fur baby nephew. Dawn says, I would prefer to have everything before March 1st so I can do a mock-up of this section of the table. And she's familiar with said song, Richie. And Zach said, sounds good, but she still hasn't answered if she wants the big one or the small one. Oh, whatever you believe will fit the best in the 2-foot section on the table. So are you mixing your own ink there, Thesis?
Yep. It's kind of a traditional way to do it. Now this is all that's left of my black ink stick.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
Which is why you get that. They're usually, grab one of my other colors here. That big.
oh,
Oh yeah, so you're down to the nub.
Pretty much, yeah. You can tell I use my black more than I use anything else. Because it, I mean, you can tell on the picture here, it really pops compared to the one that I did for Trey in the green. It's not as bright, so I use a lot of black. And just like
Once you go black, you don't go back.
Just like everything I do, I never make enough ink, so I always have to go back and redo it. And make more after I get through the first pass of everything.
Oh, and then you got me that, you know, has way too much.
your poor palette.
Hey, I'm getting my 99 cents out of this
Oh
thing,
my
okay?
god, they're so cheap. We can clean it at least. You can do one of those ASMR like paint peeling videos.
It's pretty.
Okay. If it makes you happy.
It's pretty.
It's so pretty.
And besides, I have the, well, this is brush cleaner, so I don't know. It'd probably work just the same. Yeah. For dried acrylic and oil color. So yeah, I got the...
Just peel
I
it.
wonder if this stuff's flammable.
It probably is.
It's if it's latex or acrylic paint, you should be able to just peel it off.
Let's see. Use a non-plastic container for soaking. May damage painted, varnish, and plastic surfaces. Avoid contact with brush handles. Well, it doesn't say anything about being flammable. We'll test that out sometime. Anyway, Zach says, okay, the massive one. And Dawn has put on her professional hat now. Out of my head, Rich.
Too many of us are conjoined at the sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I thought we were getting ready for another stuffing lesson here, so I brought you back up. Oh.
No, not for a while. Probably not on this stream.
How many fingers for the next stuffing?
Probably at least 2.
Okay.
2 fingers. This has been Stuffing Watch.
Don says, you'll know I can be straight-laced in business like when I need to. I think it scares some folks sometimes, just a little bit.
It confuses us.
I think the ink's supposed to go on the paper, not your finger there.
It's supposed to, but yeah. Damn it. Get off me. Off. Not something I'm used to saying, but you know.
While we wait for more comments to arrive, we'll start peeling the brim off this thing. I don't know why this comes with a brim, but whatever. Oh yeah, I might have to get out my trimmers for this one. Where's my snips? There's my snips. probably gonna have to take the standard to the edge of this thing. Oh, we're an hour and a half in.
Oh, snap.
Let's play another couple ads here, and since we do have Bladed here and he has a show coming up in a couple days, we're gonna
Yes,
play
we
his
do.
ad. And oop, come on. Thought I was gonna get a good tear off that one. Let us play. Actually, you know what? We'll play Dawn's ad. Get some of these trimmings out of the way here. Into the pile of junk box. And we are going to kick it over to track number 15. Hold my beer and watch this stuff. And back to the comments here. And we got, let's see, indiecd.org/about Bladed basis. And indiecd.org/about Dawn.
Great.
And we'll move the starred comment down to here so I can keep track of stuff. And I'm going to go back to... Now, the part you just drew, Bladed, is that a continuation of the word for luck, or...
No, it's a completely different character.
Oh.
That one is... the character for abundance, basically.
Gotcha. There we go. That's not so bad now.
Someone is at the doorbell.
Nope. I just saw a cattail go across your screen there, dear.
Oh, yeah. He jumped up on my shoulder, walked across, headbutted me. Oh, then we're going to get a bread. Hi, babies. Yeah, good to see you.
We have a bread sighting.
Oh, yep, there he goes. There we go. Oh, I got kisses. Thank you, Beans. And we have a traffic jam.
And now we're going to get cattail.
Oh, hi. Yep. Oh, there you go. I'll see you.
Just
it's 8:30. They haven't gotten their noms yet, have they?
Nope, they have not.
don't add the cattail to the peak. That would probably be bad.
I'm definitely being bullied by the cats.
I couldn't tell.
Hi. Actually, they're nice and warm, so they can stay there. Yeah, keep warm. That shoulder hurts, so you can stay there.
Nope.
Bye then. Can I have my marker?
Maybe.
Sure. I only have a couple more rounds to go. I only have 4 more rounds. 4 more rounds. That's it.
Let's see. Sarah said, ooh, good idea with the mixing of ink paints bladed. Just painted a lighter color of the same metallic paint, then rubbed it around in circles for both colors to show through and give some texture. And we're about to get rated over on Twitch by Sisters of the Hook.
Oh, hex.
Because I still have their stream lightly playing in the background. Sarah says, looks freaking cool. So randomly seeing what happens with this thing. And what do we have there, Bladed?
That is one of the very first characters I ever learned. That is the character for Sword.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And Dawn is greeting Bread. Fox is saying hi, cats. And Dawn says, by the way, Zach, once you send me your rocket, I keep it for future marketing events for Indie CD, right? Yeah, you don't get it back. It is hers to keep.
Rich, it helps if you put the proper number of rings.
And Foxy says, upside down, the character for Sword looks like an alien face. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fine. There.
Now it looks like a house with chicken legs.
Oh, yeah, guess what?
Hutta Brown, now sit down.
Oh, dog, stop, dude.
Hi, Grandma.
And Carl says, are we seeing Thesis' symbol upside down? Yep.
I'm not going to try and draw those upside down. I'm drawing them right side up. If I tried to do it upside down, I'd probably mess it up.
And Carl says, see, I remembered a bit from the last show.
Yes,
Well,
you
2
did.
shows ago, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And Sarah's laughing at the house with chicken legs. Fox says, good remembering Carl. Well, he did write a book on memory. And Sarah says, OMG, it does.
Never be able to unsee it now. Thanks, guys.
Now, my brain just went somewhere really weird. Now,
The other day?
Right.
it would be a perfect Christ. The doorbell is going off.
Oh.
And I can see there's nobody outside to touch it because the doorbell's right there.
Fox says, Baba Yaga's Asian cousin?
But anyways, to my weird thought before I got distracted. A Russian-themed fried chicken place called Baba Yaga's. And of course, it's
God.
Its logo is a house with chicken legs.
Oh, good God.
Baba Yaga's House of Chicken.
Nice.
Why?
Why? Because
Why?
my brain hates me.
Fair enough.
Good enough reason.
Let's
Let's see. Carl says, I just recalled the two lines next to the house and the one looking like a golf club.
Yep.
4.
Four score and 7 years ago?
I use the Gettysburg Address in a lot of applications at work to see what the character limits are as far as putting things into a field.
Let's see here. I'm gonna mute that. There we go. Because otherwise I'm going to hear myself. So Sisters of the Hook actually rated over on Kick.
No.
So we got Tosh from Sisters of the Hook saying hello, guys. How goes it, guys? We got Jenny, one of her viewers over here also. And Tosh saying, ooh, I spy calligraphy, chainmail, crochet, and 3D printing. You spoil us.
Just a regular day.
Good night over here.
Yep. Oh, currently, Trelena has fingered the peep with one finger and two fingers. This is Chinese calligraphy, and it says sword.
Yep. There's the other side.
Oh, there we go. And if you want to point out and say what each one of those are, because I don't remember.
Happiness, luck, and abundance.
And we got Rich doing chainmail.
Yep.
No, you heard abundance.
Please tell me she didn't hear a butt dance or something like that. Because I'm not gonna lie, that would be funny.
She asked if she heard, she said, wait, did I hear penis?
Okay, that's true too.
Well, okay, we have been talking about peanuts at times too, so that's where that could have come from as well.
Yeah.
I already haven't started with that.
Hi.
Whoops.
Welcome. Good to see you, Brett. Thanks for standing in front of my instructions. Thanks. I have 2 rows left. You little.
And obligatory cat butt picture or video feed.
Thanks, buddy.
And Jenny's saying, nice chainmail work, Rich.
Thank you. Where?
And let's see, we got comments coming back in on YouTube also. Let's see, Dawn said when it was upside down, it looked like an alien with a side ponytail.
Nice.
Sarah says experimenting on the cheap, Dollar Tree, and seeing what happens before doing an expensive one.
Good
This
idea.
is kind of cool, and didn't spend much. Found some of the attachments, putting on them. I just had lying around in my crafts bin. You never know. There are some sweet hacks from Dollar Tree that end up looking epic depending on what you do.
I go to my bed. What?
So I know Tosh, you weren't in here earlier. She is doing a antiqued like trinkets box.
Did you give him love while you were
Tosh says, let's see, we got Jenny posting cat emojis. Tosh said, "Oh man," he said, fingering. I heard that other thing. And loving all the art though. Holy crepes, y'all are a talented bunch of humans. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're gonna go back over to Rich here. Actually, I want to see how my print's doing. That's looking good. Okay. Now we'll go back to Rich. Let's see. Sarah says bread reminds me of Finch. Yeah. Carl saying treat time, Mom.
Yeah. Well, Hobo is just being broken and pouting over on the left.
Feed me, human. Feed me all night long.
Ah, there we go. We got more one finger stuffing going on.
A sweet finger action for you guys.
Sometimes it's one in the purple, sometimes it's two in the purple.
Right.
Foxy saying hi to Bread.
As long as it's not free.
Depends how much foreplay happened beforehand.
When you really have to worry is when the whole hand is going in and the hole's that small.
Ugh.
No.
Sarah says keep forgetting about that hap. Fox says the feline overlords are demanding.
That they are.
Or the canine ones.
And Dawn's saying hi to Misty, she thinks. And Carl's asking who's the angry female in the back.
If it was a angry female voice shouting in my background, it was probably Misty.
And Tosh is over here laughing on Kick. I wish StreamYard would integrate with Kick so I could pull their comments up too.
Right? Bro, really? Behind the monitor?
As much as we spend on the goddamn application, wouldn't be a bad idea for them to put in a feature request section for us to, ask for something like that.
Right. Bro, I'm literally on the last thing.
Dawn copy and pasted over one of Tasha's she's copying and pasted them all over here.
Nice. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, I guess I could have done that. That makes sense. I didn't think about that. Foxy giggles and Dawn comes through.
Comment.
Yeah, they have integration with Twitch. I mean, they just need to add the integration with Kick, and all will be right in the world.
That would be nice.
So where do you get your ink from, Bladed?
Well, the ones I currently have came with, where'd it go? Over here. This lovely old ancient kit that I have here. It came with this set. I think I got it from Amazon, maybe, but that was 20 plus years ago.
You go, far away.
You can see the indents for this is the inkwell, which is this piece right here, and this up here is for the brush rest, which is right here. And this little one is for my little water tray that you use with the inkwell. I still use most of the pieces. The brushes fell apart, so I had to go get new brushes. And
Gotcha.
you can get them just about anywhere, but you can find them on Amazon.
And Tosh said, haha, Dawn over here, taco mic or not, she'd be doing her thing.
True.
And Dawn saying, I can't stop. I really feel like I'm just having a conversation with myself now.
Sometimes you need expert advice.
Exactly.
How do you
And
know
Fox
you're
says, well, and
Hi. Bro.
Fox says, got to get some right answers. Donna's saying, that's okay, Dawn. I have combos with myself all the time.
I think everyone does.
Yeah.
You have to.
Well, and if you do it at lunch, you can count it as a business meeting and a tax write-off.
Yeah.
And
mental health professional.
Yeah. And Jenny over on Kick says it's 2:50 here in the UK, and I need some sleep. So I wish you all a prosperous stream, and bye for now. Have a good night, Jenny.
Yeah, get to bed.
Good night. Hello. Goodbye now. You probably bolted.
And Dawn says I am copying and pasting the Kick comments so everyone can see, but needing to respond to them as well. Sarah says I'm so glad politics are out of our streams. All are invited without that yuck in the mix. Epic. Thank you. Yep. We do our best to keep it out of the streams. It doesn't always work, but
Yeah.
oh, the completed peep.
Yep.
Aw.
That is.
I love it.
Half of the thesis is commissioned.
Nice. Yeah, she'll love that. That's awesome.
That's the
And Carl says yay.
Yay.
Yeah, I actually finished something on camera.
And Tosh says such cuteness.
Thank you.
There we go. And Dawn says adorable, and it's purple.
And it's purple.
Yeah,
Sarah
that's,
says OMG, it's adorable.
that's my mother's favorite color. She is very much a purple person, so.
And Tosh from Sisters Hook says I want to boop it so bad.
I will boop it for you.
And it has been booped.
It has been booped.
So hold up that little holder that I printed for you. I want to
Oh,
see
I
how
love
well
this
that
thing.
actually fits.
Yeah, it fits really well. Like, it doesn't move
Oh,
around
nice.
at all.
Okay.
Yeah, like, it literally just sits there, and I can, like, I just boop it as I'm going.
Nice.
10 of 10. Do recommend.
Excellent. I'm behind on comments. Sarah says my brother-in-law is a purple fan. What the deuce? And Dawn's Tosh said virtual boops.
Virtual boops.
And Dawn said Trey has been booping all night. Head back over to Richie's view here. We got about 5 minutes left in the stream. So we'll start wrapping her up for the night. But anybody have anything that they want to plug while we are here? I mean, we already watched Trey plug the peep with 1 or 2 fingers at a time.
It enjoyed it.
Sarah says, ooh, I have some ring boxes I could play with. And Tosh said, dude, that is genius, to the little holder for the thingy.
Oh, it's great. It's so nice because then I don't have to, like, pick it up and mess with it. I can just reach over and doop. So thank you, Joe.
And Don says, plug, really, Joey, around these people? Yes. Yes, I asked if anybody had anything they want to plug.
That's why I kept my mouth shut.
Don, the things you want to plug are in the chat right now. Anyway, Don, Tosh over on Kick said, unlike my spelling. And now as I'm saying all that, Mr. Dulash shows up. Oh,
And the thing I want to plug is playing WoW in the office across the hall.
and Sarah says some mouths, yeah, and then we got greetings and greetings and greetings, and Dawn says hi, hey Dad, bye Dad. Yeah, we're actually wrapping up here soon, Dale. We're almost 2 hours into the show. Everybody that's on here, including the majority of our chat, you can find their links on indiecd.org, which will have links to their various works. If they are a streamer, it'll have links to their streams. If they stream on YouTube, the actual videos will be right there that you can just click on and be able to go straight to YouTube with. But there's tons of authors, artists, comic book creators, game designers, streamers, podcasters, musicians, pretty much anything that you could possibly hope to find are all at this little link. If I can actually type out the link to my own damn website, there we go. Oh. And I only posted that to the one channel, so now I get to try and type it again, so it posts to all channels. All right, there we go.
We're doing well today.
Let's see here. Fox says you better keep your mouth shut on that one thesis, and Dale said, did I miss something? And Dawn said the entire show. Fox says Dawn didn't feel too good, so Joey's doing the comments today, and Dawn said my back is bugging me bad tonight, so I just stayed in the chat. Tosh has a question for you, Rich. May I ask, what are you making in the chainmail? Bracelet, wallet chain?
So what I'm doing is I'm making a bunch of Odin Eye bracelets.
Those are cool.
So that should I decide to brave the wilds and go down to Fowler to NDCDCon and actually set up a table, I'll have wares.
Richie has wares if you have coin.
Yeah. I think I'm decently stocked for my crosses right now. But I mean, they don't take very long to make at all. So as long as I've got the colors with me on site and someone wants one, I can, dash something up for them real quick.
Nice. Yes, there's a link to indiecd.org. Carl says, well, good night, everyone. And Tosh said, ooh, yes, that looks so sharp. Yes, it does.
Yes.
Tell her. I was gonna say, tell her. You want me to bring up your other one? A little easier.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
So when the leather strap for my drinking horn broke, I did use the Odin's Eye weave to make the replacement strap for it. So
tell her about.
Sorry,
go ahead.
No, I've now got the sudden urge to go through and find all the Norse and Viking themed weaves and try to make them all.
Tell her about the tie that you're planning on.
Oh, I've got that around here somewhere. So yeah, I'm going to do a chainmail tie in a European foreign one in 16 gauge 1/4. Where the hell do I have that stored?
Let's see. Dale saying bye, short show for him, and Ton says very short. And Tosh says, nice, how appropriate is that? Yeah. Tosh just said, ooh, hefty tie. Yeah, it's going to be a very hefty tie.
Oh, no, it's aluminum.
Here we go.
So this is the beginning. It's going to be silver lined with so basically technically let me put this down so I can. It's going to be 3 units across. So it's going to be one that is silver and green, one that is double green, and then the other is going to be green silver. So basically it's green outlined in silver going down, and then it's using black as the background. But yeah, it's 16 gauge. It's not, and it's aluminum, so it's really light wire and rings and such. And then I'm also going to, because I found a pattern out there for a chainmail bow tie. So I want to go ahead and do the chainmail bow tie as well.
All right.
And then of course, part of the super secret project.
Yes.
At least the prototype for it.
Well, with that, folks, I think. Oh, go ahead.
So, and then since I got the rings of the appropriate color in, the beginning of the actual super secret project instead of just the prototype.
Nice. I have a feeling BKM may be jealous of you.
Depending on how it goes, BKM might be getting one.
Nice.
I also have to figure out how to do horns.
All right. Foxy says, I can't wait to see the bow ties. Yeah, those are going to be interesting for sure. But with that, folks, we're going to call it a night. We will be back here. Well, let's see. Let's run through the rest of the week's shows. We got Stupid O'Clock and Last Man Standing tomorrow night. Never mind the Furthermore with Nick Friday morning. Historical Fencing Guild Friday night. We've got Saturday night. We got Jody McPhee's show from the Dutch of Small Press Publisher. Stupid O'Clock and Last Man Standing. Sunday night is Michaela's show, Tidbits and Scribbles 2.0. And then Monday we'll be back with Nick on Nevermind the Furthermore in the morning. And Behind the Code Monday night. So Donna's saying nights everyone. Tosh says, eehee, love it. Those are awesome. So yeah, we will be back Monday night. And Tosh, at some point, because I know you don't stream on Mondays, and I don't know if that's due to work or whatnot, but if there's a Monday coming up that would work, I think we need to do a collaboration stream and get you on here doing either crochet or chainmail or something to that effect.
Crossover event.
Yes. We're going to cross the streams.
Don't cross the streams.
We're going to do it.
But we'll see you guys later, and have a great week, folks.
Thank you.
Night.
Good night, folks.